Tunay talaga tunay talaga ang multo. Bigla-bigla lalabas. Ano tatawag ko dyan? Sa klase, nagtilang tao bigla. May multo, may lalabas. Sorry guys.
Nagiging kami dito. Second boss.
Doon nga kayo, kagulo-gulo nyo naman. Ay, kalasi na tayo. Sa tayo natapos? Tatapusin kita litik saan tayo natapos? Di kaya sagot to, iiwanan ko kayo sa meet na to.
Iyok ka muna.
Ah, saan tayo natapos?
Sa page 87 po ata, sir.
Okay, tapos tayo sa olefin. Okay. Bali ito naman sa petrochemical ito dahil ito naman yung more on materials na naman pinapakita ko. Bali, ang kailangan tandaan dito is just simply the flow chart. From crude oil to distillation column to refined, kung ano ba nalabas sa kanya. Then from naphtha together with the natural gas, LPG, papasok siya sa olefin plant o olefin process na ginatawag using cracker o cracking process. Out of these two main material o main component natin na naphtha natural gas, meron tayong tatlo makukuha. Kaya nga sabi nila, sa naphtha, makakuha pa rin tayo ng gasoline. Pero dito, since we are dealing about petrochemical, which is non-petroleum product, o I mean, tawag nga doon. Non-petroleum product nga siya. Papatak lang siya into, anong term doon? Non-fuel compound yun. We have olefins and aromatics, and then out of these two, for the olefins, we have ethylene, propylene, and butadiene. Then aromatics naman, we have benzene, toluene, and then also xylene. Ito yung tatlong yun. Then, simula tayo since we're done with the olefin, tayo sa butadiene. Bali, for the propylene naman, pala muna, for the propylene, ito yung ating simple flow chart. From propylene, we have, let's see, 3 carbons. And then we have polypropylene, acrylonitrile, acrylonitrile, then isopropyl alcohol, propylene, oxide, and polyethylene. Then our finished products are acrylic fibers, paints, coating, adhesives, and then polyurethanes, and then antifreeze. Then for the olefin C4, yung butadiene natin, this is colorless gas at room temperature. Tapos 5% lang daw ng best chemicals produced in the cracking process are in the form of butadiene. The raw materials are again either natural gas o kaya naphtha. Ibig sabihin for us to produce a butadiene, meron tayong ginamit dito sa ating is only naphtha, in which 5% lang doon yun po produce na butadiene. The main use of butadiene is intermediate in the manufacture of various forms of rubber, latex, or plastics. Largest customer niya is Goodyear, tayo pag sa sa gulong, sakyan, and also rubber, Firestone, synthetic rubber and latex, DuPont nylon, Dow Chemical, and also Michelin North America and Ameripol Sinpol. And then this is the production price of butadiene from natural gas and oil, naphtha, petrochemical. Then as you can see naman sa ating olefins, diba, we have ethylene, propylene, butadiene. And from butadiene, we have 3 products. Ano yung tatlong yun? Synthetic rubber, kasabi lang kanina, engineering plastics, and also styrene butadiene latex. And then that's for the butadiene. For the C6 naman which is part of aromatics, which is benzene, derived from petroleum-based sources of or coal, include refinery streams, pyrolysis, and gasoline. Ibig sabihin, magkakamura tayo ng benzene through the use of the process of of olefins cracking and also steam cracking, which is part of pyrolysis. Tapos, coal-derived benzene is obtained from the light oil resulting from coke oven operation. Some of the this light oil is priced by petroleum refiners for benzene recovery. And then the demand for benzene is probably driven by sterile production. Ibig sabihin daw for the benzene, mostly daw dyan na nakukuha natin, parang ang demand niya is mostly for the styrene. Kaya kita nyo, di ba, benzene, we have two, ethyl benzene and cumene. From these two, from ethyl benzene, we have styrene. Then from styrene, we have the polystyrene. So may magkamala tayo ng polystyrene, polycarbonate, then magato through the use of polymerization na. Then for the cumene, phenol, from the phenol, polycarbonate naman from the phenol is caprolactam, and then out of this, maproduce tayo dyan ng nylon 66. Tapos ito din, bali for the benzene, bali produce a nylon via cyclohexane, resist naman for wood treatment, DBD, through the use of polycarbonate. Ibig sabihin, ang DBD and CD before, ito rin masyadong madami dati, noong mga time 90s, 2000, early 2000, DVD, CD, yan, ibig sabihin polycarbonate siya. Wide mixed benzene demand is typically in the line of DDB crude. That's for the benzene. Next is paraxylene naman. Paraxylene is a correlate liquid that is most commercially important xylene. Then, the main use for the paraxylene is the raw material for polyester fiber and resin. Ibig sabihin, it's the raw material for the creation of fiber and also for the resin. Mostly entirely used as intermediate into polyester via PTA and tip. Polyester continues to see strong growth driven by new applications for the resin or the PET, and this is anticipated to drive demand growth for paraxylene. Commonly separated from the mixed xylene stream that results from the refining of naphtha. Ibig sabihin daw, to the refining of naphtha, and also through the use of mixed xylene stream, makakuha tayo ng paraxylene. It can also be produced through toluene disproportionization, which involves toluene with a limited amount of xenon aromatics being combined with the halogen-rich recycled gas preheated. Ang kailangan ko sa atin dito, ano ba yung mga finished product out of those product? Kaya kailangan, in this chart, kailangan natin ano ba yung flow ng kada material natin. Ano ba mangyayari, ano sunod. Para ito sa hierarchy, madali natin maintindihan na okay, ito pala galing sa ganito. For example, polycarbonates, nagsumala pa sa phenol. Out of benzene, nakakuha tayo ng polycarbonates. And then for the paraxylene naman, ibig sabihin, either isomerization and then disproportionation through the use of toluene. Next, major plastics or polymers. Polymerization, ang purpose ito is to link o magsama o mahain yung isang equipment o isang material to another material. For this part, linking of individual molecules or monomers such as ethylene para makaproduce tayo ng polyethylene. No, tingnan nyo. Individual molecule which is the monomer such as ethylene. Kaya kamaroon tayo ng mga poly, ganyan, para, ganyan. Ibig sabihin, for this polymerization, nagsama tayo ng one molecule, then also another molecule na para mapag-produce tayo ng mas mahabang chain ng carbon. This happens in the presence of pressure in the catalyst. Ibig sabihin, itong polymerization na to, with the aid of the pressure and also catalyst, magagawa natin ito yung polymerization na yan. There are 5 commonly used polymerization processes which with their own merits and downsides, they are, ito yung common, bulk gas phase polymerization, hindi siya gumagamit ng solvent dito. This is one of the most common production methods and is used to manufacture polyethylene and polypropylene. There is no solvent of dilutant, it is merely the monomer lang, ethylene and the catalyst lang. Ibig sabihin, gumagamit lang ng catalyst and monomer para makaproduce daw ng polyethylene also, polypropylene. As a result, there are significant environmental benefits from using this method. Also, less energy attempts are being made to make rubber type polymers by such methods such as EPDM and also SBR. Next, solution polymerization. The monomer is dissolved in a solvent and the result is soluble. Pag sinabi na, ito mga term ito, marunong naman, di ba? Pag sabi solvent, siya yung tumutunaw, soluble, natutunaw. Yan. The polymer can be used directly from this process, but solvent extraction can be difficult and also expensive. Next naman, slurry polymerization. This process of polymer is produced slurry or paste from solvent-based system. Solvent removal can also be a problem with this method. Suspension naman, this process is used when both the monomer and polymer are insoluble in the solvent, but the catalyst is soluble. Emulsion, high-cost method, used in the manufacture of the latex, special latex polymers. Although common usage tends to apply the generic term plastics to everything, there are in fact numerous types of plastics with a variety of practices suitable for the wide range of applications. Plastics can be divided into two main categories, thermoplastics and thermosets. Ibig sabihin, ang thermoplastic daw, pag daw nainitan, halimbawa, thermoplastic kasi pag nainitan, lumalambot pag nainitan, pag lumalamig naman tumitigas. Itong kabila naman, can therefore often be remolded or extruded and increasingly even recycled. Ibig sabihin, ito yung mga common plastic pag natin nakita sa palengke, yung ganyan, yung mga common na nare-recycle na plastic. Thermosets naman never soften once they have been molded. Ito naman part na to, pag na-mold mo na siya, hindi mo na siya pwede ulit gamitin. Yan lang ibig sabihin yan. Ibig sabihin, nagamit mo na yung plastic na to, na-mold mo na siya, tapos gamitin mo, hindi na siya pwede. Yun ibig sabihin ng thermosets natin. Polymers, base chemical, simplified flow diagram of product pathway involved in their production. For example, para makakuha tayo ng PET, di ka? Ang PET can be extracted from DMT and PTA and also through ethylene glycol. Same with the polyethylenes. Ang polyethylenes natin, or the use of ethylene, yan, kita nyo naman kung paano basahin, di ba? Polyethylene, makakuha tayo ng LDPE, low linear, ano yung DP? Basta polyethylene to nakalimutan yung D. Ito, low linear density. Polyethylene, high density polyethylene, then low density polyethylene. Ito ibig sabihin ng tatlong. Low density, high density, and low linear density polyethylene. EBC natin, out of ethylene, ganun din. Ayos ako dito. Yeah. Propylene, to the use of polymerization, polypropylene pa rin. Polyethylene, around 57% of all ethylene produced globally is polymerized to form polyethylene. Ito daw yan. Ethylene natin, 57%. Through polymerization, produced tayo ng polyethylene. The most widely used plastic, polyethylene. It is produced in three different forms, HDPE, LDPE, and LDPE, each of which have different properties giving it a wide range of application. HDPE and LDPE are often manufactured in the same production facilities. Then, production can swing from the manufacturer of one to the other. LDPE production processes are dedicated to that product alone. Then, different grades of each polyethylene are produced using different combination of pressure. Ibig sabihin, nakaproduce lang tayo ng tatlong ito. Depending lang sa pressure natin, temperature, and also additive. Nagkatalo-talo lang ito sa mga ito during process, kung gaano ba kataas, gaano ba kataas temperature, so ano ba yung additive na ginamit. High density polyethylene HDPE is a rigid plastic, ibig sabihin yung medyo makakapal, maritigas. It's mainly used for rigid packaging such as detergent or milk bottles, crates, or car fuel tanks. Linear low pala to. Linear low density polyethylene is a tough plastic other monomers such as octane. But ito, gumamit ito ng additives which are the butane or octane. It is mainly used in manufacture of films for plastic bag, sheets, plastic wraps, and heavy-duty applications, for example, virtual film, while the LDPE naman, o low density, was the first grade of polyethylene. It was produced in 1933. Ibig sabihin daw na more flexible to. Okay, squeezable pa yun sa toothpaste tubes. Yung application ng tatlong yan. Bali, yung tatlong yan ay nagkaiba-iba lang to the pressure, temperature, also additive sa ginamit. Long-term HDPE gross, ibig sabihin ito rin for GDP naman to. Next, polypropylene. Polypropylene, which is produced in several grades, a wide range of application across the automotive and domestic sectors from induction. So sa polypropylene is the replacement for new plastic such as ABS. Polypropylene has good resistance to fatigue so that most plastic hinges such as those on flip-top bottles are made from this material. Ito yung commonly used na ginagamit sa plastic. PTA, purified terephthalic acid, is a white water-soluble powder obtained from the oxidation of paraxylene with a solvent acetic acid. Usually ito yung PET natin. PTA, packaging, PET fiber, apparel of textile, PET solid state, water, drink, and food container. Then PET engineering resins, automotive. So sa tayo sa petrochemical ngayon, ang papel lang to. Conversion of crude oil and natural gas into variety and then, kaya meron tayo ng yung mga polyethylene, polypropylene, with aromatics and olefins. That's inigaling sa naphtha natin. Crude distillation, first step is the crude oil refining where the crude is heated. Ibig sabihin ito mag-umpisa yun. Refining crude, kailangan initan. Pag uminit ito, dadaan siya sa ating column, then to the different boiling point, tsaka siya mag-iwahiwalay. Applications produces various fractions such as gasoline, kaya ito makita nyo, gasoline, diesel, kerosene, heavy residues sa baba. Key products, naphtha, gasoline, and diesel. Ibig sabihin, application niya ito, ang kanyang product na puproduce ay ito mga to. For example lang. Steam cracking, applies to hydrocarbon, typically naphtha or ethane, are subjected to high temperatures in the presence of steam, breaking down large molecules into smaller ones. Ibig sabihin daw, to the use of steam cracking, dadaan dun sa ating naphtha. Yung iba dun sasama dun sa steam natin para makaproduce ng iba pang compound. Yung steam cracking na tinatawag. Produce ethylene, propylene, butadiene, and other important building blocks for petrochemical. Then key products, kita naman di ba, ethylene, propylene, and butadiene. Catalytic cracking, applies at sa catalyst to break down large hydrocarbon. Ibig sabihin itong mga nasa baba, yung mga bibigat, yung long chain. Ibig sabihin, to the use of catalyst, hindi nga kaya sabi cracking, di ba? Ibig sabihin, we need to crack o kailangan natin sirain yung long chain ng carbon natin, hydrocarbon. Para pag napasag yun, ibang product ang bubuo. Applications enhance the yield of gasoline and diesel from heavier fractions of crude oil, key products. High octane gasoline using fuel motors, kaya tayo may tayo octane nega 91, 95, 100 octane. Light gas oils naman used in further refining processes. Hydrocracking, gumagamit ito ng hydrogen para makrack natin yung heavy hydrocarbon. Application, converts heavy oils into lighter products like diesel and jet fuel. Ibig sabihin, imagine nyo na lang na meron tayong mahaba dyan na chain of hydrocarbon. Yung cracker natin, sila yung sisingit dun sa ating chain para siya ay ma-dissolve. Hindi siya ma-dissolve para siya masira. Pag nag-break yun, makaproduce ka na iba't ibang klase na light hydrocarbon mo paproduce mo doon. Key product, jet fuel, diesel fuel, reforming, a process where naphtha is converted into higher octane gasoline components and aromatic hydrocarbons with the heat catalyst. Ibig sabihin nun, for naphtha natin, alam natin naphtha ay makaproduce pa tayo dyan ng fuel gasoline. Yan o, ito yung naphtha diga. Through olefin plant, through steam cracking daw, sabi, yan, produce tayo dito ng fuel gasoline aside from olefins and aromatics. Improves the quality of gasoline produced benzene, toluene, and xylene. Benzene used to produce styrene, phenol, and other chemical. Toluene naman used in the production of TNT and as a solvent. Xylene naman used to produce polyester and other chemical. Alkylation, ibig sabihin itong mga reforming nito is part na siya ng once nakapag-process tayo ng distillation, yung reforming naman, ibig sabihin titimplahin mo na. Yung part na yun, parang blending, ayusin mo na siya. Para makapag-produce tayo ng mas magandang gasoline. Hindi ka pagtaas naman ng octane rating, di ka? Parang pagganda ng performance ng makina, depende na lang kung kasi makina meron. And also, pagmahal ng ating gasolina. Alkylation combines smaller molecules with larger molecules to produce high-octane gasoline. Part din siya ng blending. High-octane fuels used as a blending components for high-octane gasoline. Alkylates ang ginagamit. para makapag-produce ng mas mataas na octane na gasoline. Isomerization naman rearranges the structure of hydrocarbon to improve their properties such as increasing the octane. Isipin na lang itong last na to, itong part na to. Ibig sabihin nakapag-produce na ako ng halimbawa, meron na akong naphtha o kaya gasolina. May gasolina na ako ngayon. Gusto ko siya, parang ko-customize mo. Customize ko siya, gusto ko mas magandang klase ng gasolina. Doon papatak yung mga reforming, alkylation, assimilation, yung mga blending na tinatawag. Kasi gusto ko, makapag-produce ako dito ng mas mataas ang octane. Ganun bagay. Ibig sabihin, pag-usapan natin to pag nandun na tayo sa CDU mismo. Ito naman kasi is key steps lang o kaya key points lang in terms of petrochemical. Aromatics production, reforming and interaction are used to produce aromatic carboxylic benzene. Ibig sabihin, aromatic natin, is part pa rin siya ng naphtha. Key building blocks for synthetic chemicals and polymers, key products, benzene, toluene, and xylene. Benzene, toluene, xylene, ito naman sa gilid, yun siya. Olefins production, ito din, part din siya ng naphtha cracking, olefins cracking. Steam cracking used to produce olefins such as ethylene and propylene. Ito yung olefin natin. Kamay. Olefins conversion unit. Ito sa olefin natin. Pero marubat. Gumamit pa rin tayo dito ng distillation column. Para mapaghiwa-hiwalay pa rin yung kailangan paghiwalayin. Aromatics, olefins, and also fuel gas. Application, produce key raw materials for plastics. Ibig sabihin, key raw material. Ibig sabihin ng raw material na yun. Ibig sabihin sa aromatics na yan o kaya sa olefins na yan. For the plastics of fibers and chemicals, key products, ethylene and propylene. Ethylene and propylene. Used to produce polyethylene, ethylene glycol, and other chemicals. Propylene naman used to produce polypropylene through the use of polymerization. Kaya meron tayo mga poly, ganyan, acri, and para. Polymerization, the process of converting monomers, small molecules into polymers and molecules through chemical reaction. Applications niya, for use as plastics, synthetic fibers, and resins. Sabihin, pinagsama-sama lang namin yung mga monomers natin. Para mag-produce tayo na mas mahaba na chain of carbon. Methanol production is produced from natural gas or coal through processes like steam reforming and methanol synthesis. Ibig sabihin na methanol natin of natural gas. Application uses feedstock for producing chemicals like formaldehyde and acetic acid. Methanol is a solvent at replacement feedstock for producing other chemical. Urea production, ito naman ay from fertilizer. Yan. Produce from ammonia and carbon dioxide through the Haber-Bosch process and urea synthesis. Uses fertilizer and in production of present adhesives. Feedstock quality, the type of quality feedstock can affect the product yield of the chemical process. Ibig sabihin for our feedstock or raw material, same lang din siya ng ano eh. Alam naman natin na may quality ang ating petroleum product, diga. Crude oil can be sweet or sour crude, diga. Alam natin pag sweet crude, ibig sabihin mas mataas yung component or production ng gasoline. Pag sour kasi mas mataas yung super content, therefore mas madami yung heavy distillate sa kanya. Ibig sabihin, nakadepende doon kung ano, depende sa yung product, kung gaano kalaki may extract mo sa kanya. Catalyst selection, ang purpose ng catalyst is to speed up the process, diga. Yan. Impact, environment, sabihin, ano ba effect niya sa environment? Malaki ba epekto niya in terms of yung disposal niya? Ibig sabihin nyo na na-expose sa environment o ibigay sa environment, ano ba maging impact niya? Energy efficiency. In terms of energy, ano ba ka-efficient? Diga? In terms of petrochemical process. Kasi meron kasi mga process na kung saan marami yung nawawala, nasasayang lang. May mga ganun kasi sitwasyon. Article to produce a wide range of products essential for modern life, including fuels, chemicals, plastics, and fertilizers. Understanding this process helps in optimizing production, improving efficiency, and minimizing environmental impact. Then raw materials, crude oil, feedstock. Pag sinabi natin raw material, O feedstock, parehas lang yun. Kasi nga, yun yung ginagamit mo for the process. CDU o crude oil natin, crude oil pala. Ito ating crude oil kanina. Complex mixture of hydrocarbons extracted from the earth, refined to produce various fractions like naphtha, gasoline, diesel, and other. Ito yung ating free product, naphtha, gas, oil, and residues. Natural gas naman. Ganun din, pero in gas form. Atmosphere can be processed to preparate various components for use as petrochemical feedstock. Then, ang kanyang ating product from natural gas is methane, ethane, propane, and then also butane. Methane used to produce gas, mixture of hydrocarbon and carbon monoxide for metal and ammonia production. Ethane naman, used in steam cracking to produce ethylene. A building block for plastic. Ethylene, pag pinagsama-sama na siya, ethylene magiging tayong polyethylene. Propane naman, used for steam cracking to produce polypropylene and other products. Butane naman, used for chelation to produce high-octane gasoline. Naphtha, it is derived from crude oil natin. Ethylene and propylene, kanyang product. Aromatics naman, benzene, toluene, and xylene. Olefins tong ethylene and propylene. Produced by steam cracking of naphtha, ethylene and propylene. Produced through catalytic reforming of naphtha naman, aromatics naman. Ethane, a byproduct of natural gas, processing and produced in primarily feedstock for ethylene production. Okay. Propane naman, natural gas product is feedstock for petrochemical processes. Propylene by steam cracking. Propylene oxide naman is production of polyurethanes and glycol ethers. Then butane, a gas separated from natural gas or refined from crude oil used in various petrochemical processes used to produce liquid plastics. Yung circulation units to produce high gasoline. Ibig sabihin, puputadiin natin ito as butane, ganun din. And then aromatics, we have the benzene, toluene, and xylene. Derived from catalytic reforming of naphtha. Kaya para sa aromatics, the product niya is the benzene used to produce styrene, phenol, and nylon. Toluene naman used in production of solvents, benzene, and TNT. Xylene naman used to produce polyethylene or PET, polyester plastic bottles. Methanol produced from natural gas through steam reforming. Steam reforming. Methanol is the key raw material for several chemical processes. Formaldehyde, acetic acid, and then MTBE. Ammonia, natural gas din siya. Then, ang kanya finished product ay urea, used as nitrogen fertilizer, and in the production of resins, ammonium nitrate, and also sulfate. Coal, though less common today, coal can be used to produce syngas, which is converted into chemicals like methanol and ammonia. Like syngas. And then, renewable feedstock, ano naman yan. Ito naman last part na ito is mostly more on raw materials for the process natin. Availability. Available ba yung material na gagamitin? Sa major thesis, di ka? May message kasi na, yun nga, nakapag-defense of thesis 1, pero ang problema naman, nung gagawin ng thesis 2, gusto ko yung kukuha ng raw materials. Kaya lagi tinatanong bago mag-advising, di ka? O sakay kukuha ng raw mats niyan, available ba siya? Ganyan, di ka? Yun yung naging problema ngayon. Same with the, in terms of selection of materials. Kailangan abundant by kukunan din tayo. Kasi it talks about business kasi pera din kasi. Pera din kasi in terms of petroleum product. Diba? Kailangan dire-diretso. Sustain mo dapat. Itong dalawang ito magkaparasang yan. Sustainability and availability. You need to sustain your feedstock para magdire-diretso yung process ng iyong planta. Cost? May mga raw materials na medyo mahal. Depende sa supplier mo. Vendor sa makukunin. Kailangan makapag-coordinate ka ng ayos, makalap ka ng vendor, mas mura yung ibigay na raw materials. Quality, kailangan in terms of quality ng feedstock mo, kailangan ayos din. Meron kasi, for example, sa pulong quality natin, diba, through the use of digital platform, yung TikTok, Shopee, ganyan, akala mo naman, nagpakita sila ng video, akala mo ganun yung tsura. Pero pagdating naman sa iyo, dumating yung product, hindi pala ganun, diba? Just from quality. Same with the product na raw materials mo, kailangan yung quality ng raw materials mo is maganda para magdire-diretso yung production ng iyong ganun man pinoproduce mo. Environmental impact. Siyempre, ang iyong raw materials, kanya-kanyang raw materials, kanya-kanyang impact in terms of environment. Malaki ba ang kanyang kanyang, tawag dun, role niya doon sa emission, also for the production of ah, ano 'yun, sa ating carbon dioxide, yung sulfur oxide niya, ganyan, in terms of environment, ano ba maging effect niya in terms of global warming. Kasi alam natin ang coal, malaki yung effect niyan. These raw materials from the foundation of the petrochemical industry, enabling the reproduction of a vast array of chemicals and materials essential for the modern life. Bale hanggang dito lang exam natin for hanggang page 100, pero ang ating type exam is more on application. Hindi ko kailangan sa uluhin mo 'to, yung nakalagay dito. Ang kailangan ko lang is naintindihan mo kung ano ba nakalagay. For example, tinanong kita, 'di ba? Nakalagay dun sa, for example, identification siya. Its purpose is to transfer heat from one medium to another medium. Wala namang ganyan dito. Pero alam mo sa sarili mo na, okay, it's a heat exchanger siya. Yun ang ibig sabihin ko. Kasi, kaya tayo lagi may restriction kasi pag face to face kasi gusto ko malaman, ano ba yung knowledge mo in terms of ganung material. You don't need exact term, ganyan. Ang kailangan lang is, are you going to apply ganong klaseng material o equipment kapag tinanong ko. Kasi sa interview naman, hindi ka naman siya more on book. It's more on understanding and also paano mo siya ginamit before. Kaya sa exam natin, application siya. Ang ibig sabihin application, yung mga symbols, kailangan maintindihan kung paano gamitin. Ano ba ang symbol ng ganito at ganyan. Kaya pagdating sa exam, ay combination pa rin siya ng ating eyes. Kaya nga ang eyes natin is correct ng ating PPE kasi kailangan mo pa rin siya for the PPE. Basahin, intindihin, huwag sa uluhin. Yan ang kailangan ko sa exam natin. Hindi siya madali. Hindi mo yung exam. Kaya kailangan mag-aral. Sino may tanong? Ang exam natin ay next Sunday. 12. 13. 11:30 to 1:30. Sino may question? Violent reaction? Wala. Kung walang tanong, sige, dismiss na tayo. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye. See you sa exam na lang. Ang absent, di ko bibigyan ng special exam. Bye-bye. Okay.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po, sir.